CMA, the Continental Music Alliance, presents Pro Music This Week. Tonight, Elroy Purvis and the 10-Foot Polecats. Newcomers, Streetwise. Also, The Bums, Dutch Moran, Clearcut Brothers, Domino Augmentus, and the Humble Flock. Now, here's Brent Brown and the Cosmic Swami.
Okay, all that and a lot more on tonight's action-packed Pro Music This Week with myself, Brent Brown, and with me, as always, my co-host, the Cosmic Swami.
That's right. The guiding hand of truth and light is here to show these people what real truth and light's all about for once, Brent Brown.
Well, maybe you could shed a little light on the situation that happened earlier this week with Major Beauregard and Elroy Purvis. Once again, throwing a monkey wrench into the musical works there. I mean,
Hey, man, it was the polecats, the 10-foot polecats threw the monkey wrench.
hardly.
Obviously, anyone can see.
Well, let's see if anyone can see, if they see through your perfect clairvoyance. So let's watch this clip earlier this week. We're going to run this in its entirety so you can judge for yourself. Well, I see Elroy's got that guitar strapped on again. Can he actually play that thing?
Hey, man, he can play anything.
Boy, now haven't I told you about standing?
And
Well,
Earl here, he's the problem.
You gotta back up.
Well, Leroy's...
You see him spinning that bass?
How many times have I told you? Save that bull.
And the majors told Earl that he had to take solos that were half as long.
I don't know why he
Only
would do
6
that.
bars.
Just pay attention and play the song. Yes, sir. If you can. Yes, sir.
Well, I think that's unfair.
Do I have to go through this every night?
Brent Brown, he is just hamming it up too much. And that's why he's only getting 6 bars on this one.
Is that guitar plugged in?
Yeah, it is plugged in. What do you know?
All right, Tennessee Tussle, one of Elroy's classics.
Yeah. A, B, and E, I believe. And typical down-home dirt kicker.
Fans always like this song, and tonight's no exception. Major standing in approval. Here's Earl going for it. Look at those fans, they're loving it.
Yeah, that's a Sour Mash run. Tallahassee turnaround. Hey, man, that's been more than halfway.
Oh, wait a minute.
That's an Appalachian...
Arpeggio, he's going for another second solo. Look at the fans.
Man.
They are loving it.
Man, he's going way out of line.
Oh, I don't think Elroy's happy.
Look at the look on Elroy's face.
Yikes.
Man.
It's going to be heck to pay later. Elroy seems a little bit distracted.
What are you telling me? You
But
think
the
he's got...
Polecats are a top form. Look at him. Look at him go.
Well, I'm sure Elroy's going to get back at Earl.
Earl looks pretty happy to me. Uh-oh. He is plugged in. He's never taken a solo. He's out there fishing. It's a fishing expedition.
Somebody must have detuned
Oh,
his
he's
guitar.
just sugarfooting out there.
No,
He
he
wasn't,
is
this
not
solo was not planned.
He is not sugarfooting.
Elroy does
Brent
not
Brown.
know what he's doing
He
out
knows
there.
what he's doing. Somebody
Somebody should
sabotage.
unplug that guitar.
That's sabotage, Brent Brown. No, those guys just don't know how to back
Elroy
it up.
just walked the plank. He went for it and fell off in
man.
the deep end.
They backed him up like wet cardboard.
Those boys are the best backup band in the business. Elroy should be happy to have it. Fired.
Whoa.
I can't believe this.
It's back on the bus to
The
Nashville
Major has
for these
lost
guys.
his mind. The best thing that ever happened to Elroy Purvis was the 10-foot polecats, and now they're fired?
Yep. Apparently the Major knows best. And there they go. Back to the check cashing place, baby.
This is suicide
Suicide for who?
for the Major and Elroy.
Man.
They're done for.
Yeah, I like to see the polecats find a job.
Okay, well, there's more on this situation to come, and we have interviews with both parties a little bit later. But right now, we have to find out about Dutch Moran and Julius P. Corbett. Kind of an ongoing situation, and doesn't look too good for Julius.
No, I'd say it doesn't look too good for Julius. It doesn't take a guy with perfect clairvoyance to see there's going to be some bad news ahead.
Well, that's unfortunately true. Let's watch this clip from last week.
Hi, Stu Cannon here. We want to pursue this a little further. We have Dutch Moran with us in the studio. Dutch, last week you were heard threatening the bums, telling them that if they played the Sugar City Club, you'd do something to them. What about that? They played it.
Let me tell you something off the top. Dutch Moran don't make no threats.
Oh, really, Dutch?
Yeah,
well,
really.
Dutch, we have a little piece of film we'd like you to take a look at. Fellas, go ahead and roll
What
that.
film?
Right down here, Dutch.
What is this?
Take a look at this.
And then Beulah, my beloved guitar, Lucky and I will go to the Sugar City Club in Sugar City, where we plan on...
hold on.
Just a moment,
Yeah.
Dutch Moran. You're not supposed to be here now.
Listen, Stu Cannon, you better keep your mouth shut. You, Corbett, you ain't playing the Sugar City Club. You ain't playing nowhere till you pay your dues to the organization.
Well, I don't owe dues to anybody as far as I know.
Yeah, you do. I'm telling you right now, don't play the Sugar City Club. Yeah, whack 'em.
Well, I've got to play the Sugar City Club. All of the good people of Sugar City are counting on me.
Well, what do you think, Dutch? Any of that ring a bell?
Hey, Cannon, you better watch out somebody don't ring your bell. Now, let me tell you something. This J.P. Corbett, the bum guy, he don't listen so good. So we got ways to make him hear a little better. And I think you're gonna see what I mean.
Well, we'll see you back here in a week, Dutch, with the East Coast Protection Agency band, and that takes care of it here. Back to you, Brent.
All right, well, that's a really sad and pathetic situation. And unfortunately, it just continued to get worse, as we'll see a little bit later. Now, earlier this week, we received here at Pro Music This Week a very disturbing piece of videotape, which we'll show you right now.
Disturbing piece of videotape?
Oh, I think so.
Just a challenge being issued. What's the problem, Brent Brown?
I think
You know,
it's
other
who
people
they
issue
challenge, which
challenges.
makes it so
You don't
disturbing.
have a problem with it at all. When it's
Let's just
one of
watch
your
it.
guys, everything's fine. But when it's my guys, all of a sudden it's disturbing.
It's just a matter of picking on somebody your own size. It's ridiculous. Let's watch this.
Hey, man, they're a band in the CMA just like everybody else.
Behold, CMA, it is I once again, Domino Augmentus, and I bring with me King and Truth.
We are here tonight to issue a special challenge.
We are tired of the relentless taunting of those righteous, pious, pathetic fools.
The humble flock. That's right, the humble flock. We are going to issue a challenge
Here and now, we will see you at Super Kid in the Hell Box. If you truly have powers that you think that you have, that you claim that we don't have, well, the lords will be watching that night. And Super Kid, if you truly have an adoption, if you truly have anything, be there for Super Kid. See you in the Hell Box. See you there.
All right, well, there you saw it. Make up your own mind.
The choir boys are somebody you just can't ignore. Face it, Brent Brown.
I don't think the Humble Flock should have responded, but they do, and they will see that in just a little bit. We have to take a commercial break right now, but don't go anywhere. We're going to see the Bums when we come back. Clear Cut Brothers, a lot of stuff. Don't go anywhere.
I'm Woody Pickens. I have a question for you. Are you playing more and enjoying it less? Are you failing with the ladies lately? Come on down. I-335 to Woody Pickens Guitaratorium. We got it all today. Big sale, 10% lower than last week's. You won't believe some of the buys we got down here. Like this red beauty here. Deluxe Flying V. One pickup, that's all you need if you're heavy. One pickup. You don't need all that extra stuff on there them fancy boys use. I hear they're good with the ladies. This is a 94 Johnson. They don't come much better than this. How about this? You budget-minded? This has been slightly customized, but it still plays. You can have it for almost nothing. Come on down. Talent box, that's what I call this. You'll sound better, feel better fast in 10 minutes with this box. It's magic. How about this? This red beauty here. Destroy the competition. Ain't this deluxe? It was modern in its day, and it's still looking forward. We got it with 3 pickups if this ain't enough for you. Come on down, easy credit, man. We got it all. Come on down. The big sale of weekend. We've been giving it to the public for 30 years. We're looking forward to seeing you.
Free tuning not available on all models. Allow 6 to 8 weeks for instant credit. 24-hour repair subject to availability. Also visit Woody Pickens Drumateria, Organasium, Brassthanon, across the street from the Guitaratorium.
You're watching KBOG 19, the center of your life.
Now, back to pro music this week.
Let's go to the next segment.
Okay, one of your favorites, speaking of fan favorites, is the Bums, of course. Now, there's a little worry about the safety of Julius P. Corbett. This Dutch Moran nonsense.
Something bad's gonna happen.
What are you talking about?
I'll tell you that.
What are you telling me?
Everything in my inner self tells me that there's something bad gonna happen.
You know
in that
something
room.
here that you're not telling us about?
No, but if I had my crystal ball here, I could tell you everything, blow for blow. But I left it at home.
Crystal ball. Okay, well, let's go see what's going to happen with the Bums. In fact, here comes Julius P. Corbett now. We're scheduled to play a 2-verse G blues with a harmonica solo and a song entitled Yard Bull Blues.
You know, if he took Beulah to a hawk shop, I'll bet he couldn't get 50 cents.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Time for a new cigar.
Tonight, I would like to perform a composition which was composed on the Duluth to Istanbul, Georgia Railway. I will be performing it on my beloved guitar, Beulah, and I will be assisted by the talented and trusted companion of myself, Lucky.
You know, naming him Lucky was some kind of a cruel joke.
Oh, and I don't start in on Lucky. Poor guy. Wait a minute. Wait, what's this?
I don't know what's going on.
What is going on? Holy cow, that's
Whoa,
not Beulah.
that ain't Beulah.
Somebody switched guitars there.
What's going on?
This isn't right. This is preposterous here.
Left it
I think it might be
outside.
guitar napping. Let's go backstage and see if we can't find out. Ken Jones live.
Where did they take it?
Ken Jones
Ken,
here.
interview Corbett
Hey,
there.
interview Corbett.
Grab
Go
Corbett,
interview
interview Corbett there. Get
Interview
him.
Corbett.
I can't hear.
Hey, interview Corbett, you dummy.
Interview Corbett.
Well, that's just sad. It's tragic because I think Beulah is possibly Julius P. Corbett's only possession, certainly his prized possession.
Hey, man, well, you know, you got to take care of your instrument. As far as I'm concerned, you know, that guitar could be in a boxcar to Dubuque right now, you know?
I think we know where the
Julius
guitar
Corbett
is.
hangs around in hobo jungles and sleeps in boxcars. You know, that thing could be anywhere
Some
by
of the
now.
most honest people you'll ever meet. All right, beyond that, let's go right now and speaking about honest people, let's check out what the Polecats had to say about the situation with them and Elroy Purvis a little bit earlier this week.
You're talking about Dutch Moran, aren't you? There's some honest folk.
Oh, please.
That's you darn right. Because I tell you what, you know, yeah, that's right. I don't think his money's any good anyway. But I tell you what, you know, we heard the sound, the roar of the crowd tonight. We heard them cheering us on, the 10-foot Polecats. I tell you what, that felt pretty good, huh, boys?
Songs that I wrote.
That's right. Tell them.
They were cheering on the solos that I wrote. They were cheering on the arrangements that I wrote. They were cheering on the dance steps that I wrote.
That's right. And what
They were
about
cheering
the
on the
major-
choreography that I wrote, the costumes. That's
We'll be our
all
own
we
band.
need.
They're
That's
right,
all we
Earl.
need to go right
Tell
to the
'em,
top on Philadelphia on the 15th. Philly, the city of brotherly love.
That's
We
right.
shall be there. The
that right.
Polecats. And I want to tell you something else. I want to tell you something. If it wasn't for my poor eyesight, I would be the prestigious king.
That's right. You'd be the king
of the rock and roll. And I might add, I wrote the songs. I sang the songs.
Indeed.
Indeed. I sang them songs. I wrote them songs. And the 10-foot Polecats were a band long before the major came upon some like chillings, some small chillings in the wilderness. The major came and preyed upon us.
That's right.
I'm better looking, man. I'm a better dancer. I'm a better singer, and I'm a goddamn better soloist.
Strong allegations here from Earl.
I can back them allegations up.
You better believe he can. He's the man. He wrote all this. I'm telling you, Elroy Purvis been riding our coattails for too long now, and we don't need him. We're going to the top 10-foot Polecats in Philadelphia. You better believe it, baby.
I can't hear. What's going on? What's going on? I can't see anyone. I can't hear anything.
Ken Jones exclusive.
Ken Jones here, outside the workshop of Master Tech Number 1, who's working on the controversial X2 box for this week's competition with the Mass Maestro. Let's see if we can't get a word with him. Techie, can we interview you?
Down here, Jones. You have level 5 clearance to be down here?
I believe I do.
Ken Jones have level 5 clearance? No, Junior. All right, let me set something straight for you. Number 1, you don't call me Techie. You call me TK1. Only one man calls me the Techie, and you ain't.
I'm sorry about that, TK1. Well, how's the box coming along? We'll be ready for this week's competition. Are you having any problems?
You haven't got the gray matter to understand the first thing about this box. Let me tell you a little something about the X2. The X2 is something we don't even need. Hey, get that camera out of here. The X2 is something we don't...
Well, you know, the Techie didn't have to behave that way. I mean, Ken Jones had level 5 clearance to be down there.
Well, I think that the camera ought to come out of your pay. How do you like that?
What?
Hey, man, what the heck is Ken Jones even doing down there, especially jumping him by surprise? You know, that's where they need privacy. Top secret security clearance. That's where they designed the X1 and the X2 box. And soon to be X3, I'll bet.
Well, that's why Ken Jones was down there, to get an expose, to get an exclusive.
Hey, man, what
That's what he does.
You like that, huh? You like having people's privacy just evaporate?
People want to know. That's all I can say.
Well, people are going to be in the
know.
dark as far as I'm concerned.
All right. Well, speaking in the dark, you certainly didn't see this one coming. Streetwise, they came out of nowhere last week, swept the regional last week, and took the top honors.
I think they'll be right back to nowhere sometime soon.
Hey, these are some hard-working kids, pulled themselves out of South Central.
Yeah, you know. South Central Oregon. And I got to say that I don't think they quite, well, you'll see. Let's see it.
You will see. This is quite a performance.
Oh, yeah.
The young kids love it. Here we go.
Oh, this is totally bogus, dude. If BMX3 didn't get their van towed away last night with all their equipment in it.
Well, BMX did get their van confiscated, and we're going with street
Oh,
run.
more like street Z's. That's all I gotta say, Bud Merrill.
The fans really seem to love it. Icy hot here. We've never seen this band before. Pete Handel.
Pete Handel's in the house.
Oh, they're hecka bad, Grandpa.
Dicky Valve.
Hey, I wouldn't have my record collection anywhere around these guys with that dynamic guy over there.
Dry Ice. Indeed.
Bust the leg, bust the leg.
Hard on the records, I gotta admit.
I said, old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. Everywhere that Mary went, the land was sure to go.
I don't see any big air here. This ain't awesome.
Old MacDonald has a window on his farm.
Yeah, they seem to be using a B-flat pedal.
Has a chick. Was too far.
Streetwise, scoring effectively with the audience, I gotta say.
They don't even have a ramp, Bud.
And everywhere.
I mean, they're just right in it with the band, as you can see.
Hey, look at those fans. What do they know?
Large. Now he's doing time. Old MacDonald sold his farm. Now it's all mine.
These guys won't be around when Super Gig's gonna go down.
Early to talk about Super Gig, I gotta say. Kid Extreme.
BMX3 would have been.
Coming soon, Pro Music World's 12th annual Iron Band Torture Tour-a-thon. A fortnight of fortitude. Possible surprise appearances by CMA stars. 2 grueling weeks of guts, glory, and guitar. 26 cities and 14 days. A never-ending night marathon of musical survival. 13 bands pushed to the breaking point and beyond. Only the last band standing earns the right to be called this year's Iron Band. Final lineup determined by mandatory lottery of rookie pool. 1 day prior to Torture Tour-a-thon. Surprise appearances by CMA stars subject to availability and contractual obligations. Now, more pro music this week.
If thee be a witness to this, then take heed. Blessed are those who are pure of tone and unwavering of rhythm, and they shall sustain the holy note and play forever in the valley of righteous harmony. Book of Virtuosos, Song 19, Bar 5, measures 10 through 13.
Amen, brother. Let he who playeth not the wrong note taketh the first solo, and we shall follow him and passeth through the box of hell unscathed. Book of Orpheus, Song 23, Bar 9, measures 3 to 5.
Amen.
Amen. Let us pray, brother.
Choir boys, we accept the challenge to the hell box.
Amen.
You know, I'll never understand why the humble flock even responded to that challenge, which I think may be illegal.
What's illegal about that, Brent Brown? You're free to challenge anybody to a hell box.
There should be a caliber limitation. I mean, you can't hit the heavy hitters, go after the weaklings like that.
That's right. Just stay out of the business is what you ought to do. And besides that, you know, it's going to be just like lambs being led to slaughter. Nobody's going to think twice about the humble flock after they're gone. And another thing, streetwise, I told you, just because everybody else got DQ'd or didn't show up or whatever problems they had, it looks to me like Streetwise was the only band left standing and automatically won.
That's not
completely
true.
by default.
Not true at all. They won because they were the best band there.
Like I just said.
On a more somber note, the professor checked in earlier this week for some medical tests. We don't know. We think it's not very serious, but get well and we wish him the best. Okay, we'll be back in a minute. We'll have the Elroy Purvis interview. Dutch Moran makes a quick appearance, and you're not going to want to miss a minute of this. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Talking about what that...
You know what I'm talking about.
Hi friends, I'm Woody Pickens of Woody Pickens Guitaratorium. I have the largest inventory of my life. You've got to help me out. I need to move them. I've got another 1,000 guitars coming on Monday. Look at this. You won't believe it. Everybody's running around, the energy's high. I gotta move them. Today's the best day of your life to make the deal of your dreams. The dream instrument, the one that'll get the ladies. Come on out I-335 to Woody Pickens Guitaratorium. Yeah, big city style, flea market prices. I'm looking forward to seeing you.
A high level of charisma, talent, and good looks may be necessary for Dream Guitar to attract the ladies. Dream Guitar may not be available at flea market prices.
Also visit Woody Pickens Drumateria, Organasium, Brassthanon, across the street from the Guitaratorium. You're watching KBOG 19, the center of your life.
Now, more pro music this week.
I'm Clear Cut Kyle.
And I'm Clear Cut Carl.
Together, we're the Clear Cut Brothers, baby. And guess what? Right now, there's some things in our way. Like this big redwood tree. Well, it's gonna come down. Just like in the CMA, there's a few people in our way. Well, we're taking them down, too.
That's right. Like those liberal, lily-livered, green earth rocker, environmental ecologist make me want to puke.
Well, what about you, Ultimate Foreman? I don't think I like you much. You're in my way. You're standing in my way of buying my old lady that mink coat she keeps crying at me for. She's always on my back.
That's right. My Humvee payments are a little bit behind, and I don't like it one bit.
That's right. Well, we clear us down a few of them redwoods, and maybe we get our hands on that championship, and we'll have us enough money to keep that.
A little bit of bonus money, you understand?
That's right. Some bonus. So look out, because we're coming, and we mean big business, baby.
You know what I had for breakfast this morning?
I bet it's the same thing I had.
That's right. Spotted owl
eggs.
Let's get it cut down.
That's right.
What about these Clear Cut Brothers? I bet that's somebody you would like.
Oh, you darn right. Clear Cut Brothers look like my kind of guys.
What about the crack about spotted owl eggs? I mean, come on.
Yeah, spotted owl eggs. They're pretty good. Haven't you ever had any? I had some with the Clear Cuts myself. Just last month I was up there.
Chopping down redwoods? Old growth redwoods, no doubt. All right, we've got the ongoing situation with Dutch Moran and Julius Corbett. Now, most of you who've been following us know about it, but let's go ahead and run a clip from last week, Dutch Moran. Check it out.
Yeah, old growth. Big deal.
Where was I when Beulah was taken? I'll tell you where I was. I was taking a walk. Yeah, that's it. I was taking a walk in the park. Hey, don't you worry about where I was, pal. I'll tell you what you need to worry about are these CMA guys. They're trying to cross my path in the wrong direction. You'll get what you have coming to you, fellas. That's all I got to say. Talk to my mouthpiece. Where was I? Beautiful.
Well, okay, there you go. I mean, I think it's clear as can be that
That's
Dutch
right,
Moran
it's clear.
took that guitar.
Hey, you heard it from his own lips. I mean, I said he was innocent all along. You wouldn't believe me, but there, he said it.
Yeah,
Does that make you any happier?
I think if we stopped him right now and looked in his trunk, you'd find Beulah in there.
I don't think so.
Well,
I don't think he took Beulah.
Okay.
It's that simple.
You're entitled to your wrong opinion. Okay, well, let's go and take a look at Elroy Purvis and the Major on their spin on what happened earlier this week.
Hi folks, Stu Cannon here. We've just seen the Polecats interviewed. They claim that they're going to take whatever points were accrued for the performance tonight. We have Elroy and the Major with us here. Elroy, what do you think about that?
What do I think about it? I think those doggone polecats ought to learn a lesson or two, because you don't make a fool out of Elroy Purvis. That's one thing, and you're going to learn that. Done changing keys on me.
You know, number one, even those moron fans wouldn't be voting on the so-called 10-foot polecats. They would be voting on Elroy Purvis. He's the star of the show. You know, the name's Elroy Purvis and the 10-foot polecat.
Speaking of names,
That's
Major,
right.
the Polecats say that they're going to show up in Philadelphia on the 15th to perform as the Polecats. What do you have to say about that?
Well,
What's this?
Let's see what this paper has to say about that. This is called a contract. If those black-eyed pea-brains would have hired somebody to read it for them, it says right here, the name the 10-foot polecats belongs to me, Major Beauregard, exclusively. There is no more 10-foot polecats as of right now. We've got another band. I've already called them. I called them 10 seconds ago. They're ready to fly out here right now.
Well, Brent, looks like another thorny situation developing down here for the officials. Back to you and Swami.
Elroy, we're going straight to the top. Straight to the top. And as far as you so-called 10-foot polecats, next time you work with a band on the road, you'll be marching behind some dummy with a baton.
Okay, Brent Brown, I told you. Elroy Purvis on the 15th. No more polecats.
I don't see it that way. I think the Polecats are going to be there. The Polecats got the points. They got the fan support. What more do you need?
Major's got the contract. That's what the difference is.
Well, we'll find out on the 15th.
What's going on here? Whoa.
Where's Continental
What is he doing here? Ladies and gentlemen, the Masked Maestro has just shown up uninvited. Now, I don't know what this is about. Just a minute, Mr.
Hey, who let Ken Jones Jr. in the
Swami, get back here.
You got a little something to tell me here.
I don't have anything to say.
Yeah, you do.
What?
Who allowed Ken Jones Jr. to go into my inner sanctum
I had nothing to do with
and
it.
observe the techie working on the X2 box?
All I know is that Ken Jones Jr.
Master Tech #1 does not need to have Ken Jones Jr. in there looking over his shoulder, bugging him. Now I need that box for this gig coming up this Saturday night, tomorrow. What do you think's going on here?
Masked Maestro, I appreciate your grievances. You could bring them up at a later date. We have to end the show right
I'm
now.
going to bring him up at a later date. I promise you that. Yeah, you can bet the commissioner's going to hear about that. Hey, don't
time
get
or the
the show.
place.
Don't go away from me.
We have to end the show.
This
folks.
show is not over.
We will see you next week.
Hey, don't stop the show.
We've got a lot.
Nobody stops the show.
We've got a lot of high caliber talent, not present company included. We'll see you next week. USA One Eye Rockers.
Hey, this is not the end of this.
Take it up with the commissioner.
Oh, I'm
Ken
going to
Jones
take it up
Sr.
with the commissioner and Ken Jones Sr. You know, they don't scare me. You don't scare me either.